From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
You want to go where to buy a new refrigerator? Steve's A to Z Appliance in Cottonwood? In Cottonwood? Just a 10-minute drive. And they'll save us money. New and used, honest, reliable, factory-trained repair service and parts, and they'll save us money. And dispose of this thing? We gotta make the short drive to Steve's A to Z. Thanks, son.
Steve's A to Z Appliance, front and main streets in Cottonwood. Drive a little, save a lot.
Well, happy Tuesday morning to you. Hope you had a good 3-day weekend. I know I had a nice, refreshing 3-day weekend. Really enjoyed it. But now, yes, it's time to get back to reality. Real quick reminder, first of all, if you have the free Weather NorCal app, that's great, and I appreciate that. I want you to explore it, though, because there's more than just weather. Everything I offer here at Weather NorCal, you can get right from your app. So for example, the Ag Report, you can also watch the Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals that we do. So just check it out. There's also lots of great weather information there as well for your Android and for your iPhone. So the north winds, they're going to be picking up here later on today, especially for the valley, right? But of course, more of a westerly wind for the eastern mountains and that north wind here for the coast. There is going to be a chance for some showers. We'll take a closer look at that on Futurecast here in a second for the northern mountains. But the valley, yeah, we're going to be getting back to those warmer temperatures, flirting with that triple-digit heat again. Although we have yet to hit 100 degrees so far this season. But still, overall, even though I'm talking about flirting with 100 degrees, no major heat waves are in the forecast anytime soon. Look at your neighborhood forecast for today. Yeah, we're around 90 for the valley, temperatures 70s and even some 80s for the higher elevations. And there's that chance for showers I was talking about here for the northern mountains, especially for Siskiyou and Modoc counties. But today, yeah, you look at the winds, yeah, a little breezy in the eastern mountains, a little breezy for the coast. Nothing really going on at noon today for the valley. However, later this afternoon and evening, the wind's picking up, especially for the north-northwest side of the valley. Gustly westerly winds here for the eastern mountains and those gusty north winds once again here for the coast. Now, the thing is with these winds, yes, they subside a little bit, but still breezy for the coast. Winds not as strong here for Wednesday morning for the eastern mountains, but look at the valley. Even for tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, gusty winds. Gusty winds for the coast, but much calmer winds here for the eastern mountains. Let's take you into Thursday. There's Thursday morning. Gusty winds continue for the valley and not to mention for the coast, but again, good news, not as bad here for the eastern mountains. So what does that mean for our fire weather risk? Well, unfortunately, as those winds pick up in the valley, especially from the north, yeah, we get more of an elevated fire risk here for today. And look at this, by the time we get into tomorrow, that north wind really makes its way down into all of the valley. So now we're getting well into those oranges, and that is getting into that high category. So we do need to use extra caution here. I would say even really through the week. So there are the winds. There's that pocket of cooler air riding to our north. That then moves off to the east. Winds sticking around here for your Wednesday and possibly Thursday. And then a weak ridge of high pressure builds in by the end of the week. This is when we could possibly see close to 100 degrees for many of us in the valley here by Friday. That ridge of high pressure breaks down. Another trough of low pressure moves in. That's going to cool things off a little bit. I mean, we're not talking about a major drop in the temperatures. In fact, we're keeping temperatures above normal, but this is what prevents us from seeing these major heat waves I was talking about. And then going into next week, you've got cooler air to our north, warmer air to the south, more of what we call a zonal flow type pattern. This is the jet stream. This is the storm track. So most of the storms stay to our north. The rain stays to our north as well. But again, we're not seeing a big ridge of high pressure, meaning no big heat waves. We're not seeing a big trough of low pressure, meaning cooler air. It's again that happy medium between the two. And yes, temperatures are expected to be above normal when we look at that temperature outlook. But this looks ominous, doesn't it? You look at this and go, wow, look at all that heat out there. Yes, it is going to be warm, but this does not mean that this is going to be excessive heat. What this is basically saying is the darker the red is, the deeper that red, that just means you have a better chance of seeing above normal temperatures. This doesn't mean that we're going to have oppressive heat. So just kind of keep that in mind when you look at this. Yes, it is going to be warm, but not oppressive heat. Let's just put it that way. Now we do have the next storm system that is approaching. It's going to bring us some clouds. And as mentioned earlier, yes, maybe even a chance for a few showers for the northern mountains. Let's take you into this afternoon. There you can see some of the activity developing in Siskiyou Siskiyou and even Modoc County, but the rest of us are looking dry today. We take you into your Wednesday afternoon, looking at Wednesday morning, that is, dry conditions, maybe some fog along the coast, burning off by the afternoon, dry for your Wednesday, and of course, that'll be the case going into your Thursday as well. All right, let's take a look at the long-range forecast, and yeah, it's staying fairly dry. Yes, we're going to see some passing clouds from time to time, but look where the rain is. It stays up toward north. Remember I was talking about that zonal flow type pattern, that jet stream? That's the storm track. It's all staying to our north. So any rain stays to our north, and most of the clouds stay to our north, and so does the cooler air. So we still have warmer air in place, but again, no major big ridges of high pressure moving in. The wave height's not looking all that bad here for today. Taking you into your Wednesday, we are seeing a slight increase in those wave heights, but overall not that bad here for today. North winds at 5 to 10 knots, and there are no advisories or alerts out there. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Upper 70s to about 80 degrees for most of us, although Mad River about 66 and Ruth about 74 degrees. For the central and southern portions of Humboldt County, temperatures in the low 60s, upper 50s, low 60s along the coast. 74 for Garberville and Alder Point and Blue Lake, about 63. Let's take you up north. 66 for Smith River, 70 for Gasquet, and there's Orleans, about 72 degrees. And for Siskiyou County, yes, we've got a chance for some stray showers for all of Siskiyou County. Most likely you'll be dry through a good portion of the day, but don't be surprised if you see a stray shower throughout the afternoon today. That's also the case for Modoc County here for today, but the eastern mountains most likely looking at dry conditions like Bernie, Susanville with a high of 82, 81 degrees for Janesville. And we take you off into the valley where, of course, brought to you by NorCal Tractor. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s to about 90 degrees for today. In fact, north end of the valley about 90 for Redding, 90 for Red Bluff. Look for a high of 87 for Lakehead and Whiskeytown. Not bad, a high of about 84 degrees. So let's take a look at that 7-day outlook. And there you have it. Temperatures around 90 today. Tomorrow, temperatures start to increase. Now, if we see 100 degrees on Friday, it would be the first time so far for the year. But for now, I'm going to keep it just below 100. And then temperatures start to dip after that. We're in the low 90s by Sunday into early next week.